leave these black women alone. If you see them at the grocery store and you just trying to get to know her, leave her the hell alone.
The deep divide, the silent pain, and the new reality no one wants to admit. If you see her at the grocery store just trying to get to know her, leave her the hell alone. That blunt statement made by TikToker DJ Showtime 901 wasn't just a rant. It was a battle cry that echoed across millions of screens and sparked one of the most uncomfortable but necessary conversations in the black community. Black men are stepping back. They're no longer rushing in to initiate conversations with black women at the gas station, the gym, the mall, or anywhere. And it's not out of laziness, bitterness, or lack of attraction. No, it's because many of them feel unwelcome, unwanted, and even ridiculed for trying. To the outside world, this may sound petty, immature, even exaggerated, but to many black men, it's an emotional truth they've carried for years. And this is the story of how it all began, where it's headed, and why both black men and women need to hear this now more than ever. Chapter 1, The First Alarm. The Unapproachable Woman, 2013. The year was 2013. Social media was on the rise, but it hadn't yet become the cultural battleground it is today. Kevin Samuels hadn't yet stormed onto the scene. Andrew Tate was still unknown in the manosphere, and the now famous Black Manosphere hadn't solidified into a full-blown movement. But in the corner of YouTube, a relatively small black creator known as L Movement dropped a video that would later be remembered as prophetic. The video was called The Unapproachable Woman. In it, he voiced something black men had whispered about for years. Some of you ladies have conditioned men to treat you like you don't want to be bothered. That's why some men say, "Why you look so mean? You should smile more." He wasn't accusing, he wasn't blaming, he was pointing out a trend, a feeling. Men were beginning to sense that black women were growing increasingly distant, not emotionally but socially. Their body language, their facial expressions, the silence, the scowls, the averted eyes. To these men, the message was loud and clear. Don't talk to me, don't look at me, don't try me. And so, men began to back off one by one, quietly at first, but that silence wouldn't last. Chapter 2, The Nightclub Experiment. Cold rejections in public spaces. A few years later, a security guard, just an ordinary man working the night shift, shared his observations. He worked at a popular nightclub and saw a consistent trend play out, night after night. Black women dressed to the nines. Black men drawn to them are trying to approach with good energy and confidence. And then, boom, a wall of rejection. He wasn't exaggerating. He saw it every shift. Dudes getting shot down over and over, same result every night. And so, his advice to men became simple and disheartening. Don't go to the club to meet women. Go play pool, hang with your boys, forget trying to talk to them. This wasn't a man who hated women. He wasn't spewing venom. He was just telling men to protect their pride, to preserve their peace, because for so many black men, the price of approaching black women had become too high. Chapter 3, 2025, The Boiling Point. Now we're in 2025, a time where men aren't just whispering about the issue, they're shouting it online. YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, podcast clips, Reddit threads, blog posts. Black men are speaking out, and their message is chilling in its consistency. We love black women, but we're not going to humiliate ourselves trying to get their attention anymore. Many say the emotional toll has become unbearable. They've been ignored in public, laughed at in front of friends, mocked on social media, dismissed as broke, short, dusty, or not worth the time. Even well-meaning approaches, "Hi, how are you?" or "You have a beautiful smile," are met with eye rolls, side eyes, or worse, silence. To them, rejection is no longer a possibility. It's an expectation. Chapter 4, The $5 Flower Solution. TikTok misses the mark. Amidst this storm of frustration, one TikTok creator, Professor Bay, tried to offer a solution. She told men, if you see a woman at the grocery store and want to talk to her, bring flowers first. Yes, before the conversation. Her point? It's a respectful gesture that signals you're serious and intentional. $5 flowers, she said. It shows effort. It shows you're not just here to waste time. But the response was not what she expected. Men were confused, even offended. So now I gotta pay a toll just to say hello? If she doesn't like me, flowers won't help. This sounds like a setup for failure and a waste of money. One man put it bluntly, "Y'all make this sound like rocket science." Because from the male perspective, dating shouldn't feel like passing through a TSA checkpoint. It should be natural, human. Chapter 5, White Men Only. The Ultimate Betrayal? Then came a TikTok video that lit the match. A black woman, speaking openly, gave dating advice, but only for white men. She shared how she had gone on a great date with a white guy and how she wanted to encourage other non-black men to pursue black women. "Don't think we're not interested," she said. "You just have to be sweet, confident, and willing to push through our walls." She even acknowledged that many black women come off as cold or unapproachable, but white men shouldn't let that stop them. To black men, it was like watching a secret door open, but not for them. Why are they being coached to approach you while we're being told to leave you alone? If white men are getting the green light while we're being mocked, what are we supposed to feel? The answer was clear: disrespected, unwanted, and done. Chapter 6, You Gotta Work to Turn My Frown Upside Down. In another clip, the same woman explained that black women may look mean, but that doesn't mean they're unapproachable. "It's hard being a black woman," she said. "So if you come into her life, make her laugh, lighten her load, turn her frown upside down." To many men, this felt like emotional, unpaid labor. They asked, "Why do I have to undo what others did? Why do I need to solve her trauma just to have a conversation? Why is it my job to turn her smile on?" They weren't being insensitive, they were being realistic. Because truthfully, most men aren't trying to fix a stranger's bad day. They just want a little connection, a little conversation, a simple hello, returned with warmth, not warfare. Chapter 7, The Passport Bros and the Global Shift. Frustrated and fed up, many black men began to look elsewhere, literally. The rise of the Passport Bros movement saw thousands of black men traveling to countries like Brazil, Colombia, Thailand, and Kenya, seeking women who are more approachable, more open, and less likely to treat every interaction as a threat. These men reported better conversations, higher respect, a sense of being valued, not judged. "In Uganda, 90% of the time I can get a number," one man said. "In the US, maybe 10%. And the rejection isn't even respectful, it's hostile." This isn't about hating black women, it's about survival, emotional survival. These men simply found what they felt was missing at home: peace. Chapter 8, The Emotional Weight of Rejection. This isn't just about flowers, TikTok, or dating advice. It's about how black men feel. And the truth is, many feel broken. They feel like no matter what they do, dress well, speak kindly, stay respectful, it's never enough. They feel invisible, mocked, dismissed, predetermined to fail. Some have even experienced cruel encounters like being told, "I don't have a name," or being insulted for simply trying to introduce themselves, so they stop trying. And quietly, they start withdrawing from dating, from approaching, from even hoping. Final thoughts: where do we go from here? At the heart of this issue is pain. Not just male pain, not just female pain, black pain. Black men want to love and be loved by black women, but they no longer feel safe trying. They feel like they're set up to fail, either ignored, ridiculed, or expected to carry emotional baggage before even learning a name. Black women, for their part, often feel guarded for good reason. Years of mistreatment, disrespect, disappointment, and yes, trauma. But now, the walls are so high that even good men feel locked out. So the question isn't just, why aren't black men approaching black women? It's, what happened to us? When did we stop assuming the best in each other? And how do we rebuild the trust that once made our community strong? Because if we don't figure this out, we'll keep watching each other walk away, wondering what could have been.